Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center here to congratulate you on your purchase of your Keystone Cougar 26 RLS fifth wheel. I'm here to show you guys around the unit, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. I start by talking about arriving at the campsite. I started with your slide open so you can see how much room you need. Take into consideration how much room that needs. Don't want nothing to impede it from going in or out. And preferably nothing hanging over top of it. And I want you to think about where your water and electricity are. Power is going to be all the way at the rear of the unit, and so is your docking station. So park accordingly so that you can utilize the facilities at the campsite. Our hitchman will go over and hook and hitch for you. I'll show you where you control your landing legs at. Right here. Get your unit nice and level. I do recommend maybe sticking a stick-on level on your slide there about the middle of the unit, that we can tell when it's level. Once we got our unit level, next thing we're going to do is stabilize it. On the rear of your unit are your stabilizing jacks. Main thing I want to mention on these is I recommend jack pads. Jack pads are going to protect your feet from your stabilizing jacks from dirt, debris, hot blacktop in the summer. And also, you only want to bring them down until they're taut. You don't want to change the levelness of the unit, just bring them down nice and tight. We got our unit level, got it stable. Now we'll hook up our power and water. We do have 30 amp service, the stores right inside here. Just push the cord in there. Should you need, in your convenience pack is a 30 to 110 adapter. Got our power hooked up, let's hook up our water. Pretty simple connection here. City water connector on the right. First and foremost, water pressure regulator. Take this water pressure regulator and hook it up, because this water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines inside your unit. Always use this when putting it in city water or your black tank flush. So hook this up. Got your hose hooked up. Switch this down to city. Now we're going to, before turning on our hose, we're going to find your hot water heater. Coming over here to your off camp side to the right of your storage is your hot water heater. All we're going to do at this point is make sure our drain plug is back in. Return our rod and drain plug. Snug that up nice with a socket. Then you can go ahead and turn on your water. After your water's been on for a little while, you're going to come up here to this pressure release valve. You're going to pull on that and release the air out of the lines in your hot water heater. Once you get a nice steady flow of water coming out of here, you know your hot water heater is full and you can light it from indoors. Now there is an on-off switch down here. Keep that to off. You only want to turn your hot water heater on down here if you're connected to potable water, or excuse me, to 110. If your hot water heater isn't working, come out here and see if there's a bubble up. If there is, press that bubble in. That'll reset your hot water heater. Now if you're camping and you're not going to use city water, you're going to use potable water, your connection's at the same spot, you just simply turn this up to tank fill. Go ahead and fill up your potable water. Again, burp your hot water heater, get the air out of the lines, and then you're good to go to light your hot water heater. Just remember, when using potable water or your freshwater tank, that's when you're going to want to use your water pump. Don't turn on your water pump when using city water. Water and electricity is hooked up. We're level and stable. We're going to be camping. I'm going to go ahead and show you a few other things on the unit. To the left of your city water connection is your black tank flush. We'll talk about that when we leave the campsite. Cable and satellite. You do have this outdoor shower with this long hose and spray port that fits on there. Your spare tire. Your ladder to go up and check your seams. Caulk as needed. This unit is prepped for a Furrion backup camera should you need it. It's a device that sits on the dash of your tow vehicle, giving you a backup camera on the unit. On your campsite, your nice big awning with lights. Your outdoor speakers. This is a vent for the back of your microwave. Access to the back of your fridge. 110 out here. This is your furnace heat release. Should you be running your furnace to clear that, it'll get rather warm. Your big storage and your battery disconnect. As you see, it'll shut off all the battery power to your unit. That'll come in important later on and talk about your carbon monoxide detector. Speaking of battery, there's your battery. Keep an eye on your post. Make sure they haven't wiggled loose over time. Just big storage in here. Docking lights for the front of the unit, as well as for in here. This is prepped for a solar panel. Should you get a solar panel, you can hook it up there and it'll trickle charge your battery. Your propane tank is on a regulator. Simply point it toward the tank you wish to be using and open it up. Again, your pass-through storage. Hot water heater. Here's where we'll dump our black and gray tanks. Extra gray handle right there. On your slides, these are called wipers. To keep them pliable and lasting over the years, they sell a wiper fluid in our store. Apply it to that, and it keeps them nice and flexible, adding to the longevity of the life. And that about covers everything on the outside. Let's go take a look on the inside. First and foremost, as soon as you come in the door, I want you to note where the fire extinguisher is. Make sure that you and everyone that's camping with you knows that the fire extinguisher is by the entry door in case of an emergency. I left this chair here simply because I wanted to have the slide out to show you how much room you need to park. And I want to show you where to put your chair for slides when you bring your slide in. This one will fit fine. This one won't fit back in that corner. So you're going to want to bring it around here when you leave the campsite. Closing the door to the left up here is our control panel. Here's your ceiling lights, no floodlight, your porch light, your step light. Here's where you bring your awning in and out. You're only going to want to run that awning out until the flap falls down to 90 degrees. Here's where you run your slide in and out. Sorry for the bad lighting there. Have your recliners. 110 over here. Up in the corner here is your thermostat. Turn it to the right to heat. Just kicked on. Go to the left for a fan or to your AC unit. Over here you can get just a fan. Your sofa. Your dinette. Over here in the kitchen, real quickly, self-explanatory microwave. Light and fan for your stove. Down here on your stove, turn that to light, hit your spark when your gas is on, that'll come on. Down below your stove, access panel to your breaker box and fuses. Looks like you got mostly 15s in there. I highly recommend having a handful of those with you when you go camping. To the right is your 12-volt carbon monoxide detector. The reason I mentioned this 12-volt, it's always running off your battery. So if you're going to be gone for the day and nothing charging your battery, disconnect your battery. Use that battery disconnect to keep this from running your battery down. To the left of the stove is where you turn on your water pump if you're using potable water. Here's where you turn on your hot water heater if you're hooked up to gas. Here's where you turn it on if you're hooked up to electricity. Here's where you check your tanks and levels. Furrion sound system. Remote for that. And your TV remote, Furrion as well. Note, up in the ceiling is your AC unit, and back here is where your smoke alarm is. Be sure to check your batteries on those, change as needed. Coming upstairs into your bedroom bathroom. Here's your bathroom. You have a hand crank open vent there. In your bathroom is where you'll have your 110 with GFCI reset. Lighting in here. A little plumbing to maintain. Just keep an eye on your plumbing, just as you would at home. Another hand crank vent here. This is prepped for a television back here, 110 and cable. Just wanted to show you real quick. If you do hook a TV up here before scanning your digital channels, push that green light in. It's a digital channel enhancer to allow you to pick up more channels. Lastly, your storage underneath the bed. Lots of room there for blankets, etc. That about covers everything on the outside, or on the inside. I will talk about your fridge on the way out. Dometic fridge. Turn it on here. Right now it's on auto. Auto means when you're hooked up to electricity, it's running off the electricity. As soon as you unplug, if your gas is on, it'll switch to gas. Simply lift that button up if you want to go to just gas. So most importantly, when closing the unit up, we'll go through and we'll shut off all the lights. We'll make sure that this cabinet door is closed. Make sure our chair is moved up and out of the way. Plenty of room for the slide to come in. And then come over here and hit slide in. You see that'll run in rather quickly. Left the lights on just so you can see what's going on here. So you clearly wouldn't have had enough room for that chair. A lot of them make them where you can turn the chair sideways, but this won't fit that way either, and that's why we moved it over here. It runs in nice and smooth. Again, like I said, we would go through and shut off all the lights. A lot of them are individual instead of the ceiling lights, just so we're not running our battery down. No noise, unit's in, chair is safe. Exit your unit. Lock and deadbolt your door. Lift and turn your handle here. You're going to drain some waters now. Unhook your water and electricity. Bring up your stabilizing jacks. Come to your hot water heater. Lead the water out of the lines. And of course with a socket, because this water will be hot, you're going to pull your drain plug. Then you're going to come up here and open up both of these fresh water lines. And drain all the water out of your unit. Then we'll head up to the dump station. At the dump station, park accordingly. Just toward the front of your off-camp side, your sewage hose. Hook it up right there. I have to show you your handles are tucked up underneath here. So you're going to start with the first one to the left. That's going to be your black tank. Go ahead and open that up. When it sounds like your black tank is no longer draining, go to the rear of the unit. Again with your water pressure regulator. Hook up the hose at the dump station to your tank flush. With your black handle open, go ahead and run that tank flush for about 5 minutes. That's going to wash out your black tank. Unhook your hose. Unhook your water pressure regulator. Come back up here and close your black tank. Then you have 2 grays to pull. Pull them in order. One to the left. Once that sounds like it's done draining, pull the one to the right. That's going to be cleaner waters, your sinks and showers, and it's going to clean out your sewage hose for you. Once you're done there, come to the back of your unit. Open up. Store your sewage hose right inside the bumper. Nice sanitary place for it. Again, we thank you for your purchase Hope you guys enjoy this trailer for many years to come. Happy camping.